Well, it finally happened. We all thought we were safe, but man, shit has actually hit the fan. Donald Trump has been elected president of the United States. Look, before I get into what I want to say, I need you all to understand this video isn't about being outraged over the election. While I'm not happy about the way it turned out, this video is more about how it's affecting my friends and people I care about. So please, please, please don't let the comment section turn into a political debate, because it just pisses everybody off. And if you are a Trump supporter and you've already started typing up some crazy response, or you're about to click away from the video, just do me a favor and at least watch till the end and hear me out. I was originally going to make this video right after the election Tuesday night because I was pissed and wanted to vent my shit because, as most of you know, that's what I do. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to make this video over gameplay or not, but you know what? I didn't feel like making a video of me staring into a camera, and I'm not an animator, so it's not like I could do anything else. And this is a gaming channel, so that's what you get. I'm going to start off by stating the obvious, since the title probably gave it away. I didn't vote for Trump, and I didn't vote for Hillary either. So some might say that makes me part of the problem, but we'll get into that later. Today at work was crazy because there were a lot of emotions, and as usual on a Wednesday it was pretty slow, so I spent a lot of time glued to my phone on Twitter, Facebook, and Reddit. And I saw a lot of my friends scared, hurt, and frustrated by all of this, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared too. Like, I really am. You see, a lot of my friends are minorities or LGBTQ, and while some of them are outraged and frantically looking for a way to fix this, resorting to anger and insults, the majority of them just feel hurt, scared, and frustrated. And I mean, can you really blame them? Trump has said a lot of things during his campaign that are scary, like he wants to build a wall separating us from Mexico, he wants to deport Muslims, and I even saw an article a few days ago that said his presidency will be anti-LGBTQ. We've come so far in the last couple years for equality, like lots of progress, but it really does look like all they have been fighting for is going to be ruined. I think it's natural to be afraid, and I think it's okay to be frustrated and hurt about it. I see a lot of people saying they want to leave the country, and I even joked about that before the election, but now people are serious. The fucking Canadian immigration website got so much traffic the night of the election that it crashed. Man, shit's real grim right now for a lot of people. There's another group, though, that I've seen all over social media, and it's both Trump and Hillary supporters. And that group is made up of people talking down to people who are scared, hurt, and frustrated, calling them pussies, telling them they're weak, telling them to leave then, we don't want you here, calling them idiots and morons. And these are both Trump and Hillary supporters. Look, I get some of you are big badasses that can be unfazed and strong enough that none of this bothers you. I get that. But the last thing we need right now is a bunch of bullies. How about instead of talking down to people who already feel threatened and afraid, you try to understand where they're coming from and help them get through this? Or at the very least, lend a friendly ear, because that's what I see, you know, my friends shitting on each other. And I want you to stop it, seriously. People are in a raw, emotional, unstable state right now, and that's a legitimate reaction to something as crazy as this. People cope in their own way, so let them cope. Even some YouTubers I really respect, like H3H3 Productions, are guilty of this, and it just makes me sad.
Fuel scooping complete.
Another thing I saw a lot today was people saying things like, fuck you, if you voted independent, you're the reason Trump won. And I want you to stop that shit, because the only real people responsible for Trump winning are the people that voted for Trump. You see, it's our duty as American citizens to vote for whoever we feel can best represent this country. And that's what we fought for, and that's what our government was founded on. That's democracy. I voted independent because I didn't think Trump or Hillary would be a good fit to represent America. And I'll be damned if I was going to compromise my ideals and vote for someone I didn't believe in just as someone else I didn't believe in wouldn't win. And you know what? There's no fucking guarantee that anyone who voted independent would have voted for Hillary anyway. Same with not voting. Yeah, it sucks that the voting turnout was terrible, but just like those who voted independent, you can't guarantee those voters would have voted for Hillary either. And everyone that has ever fought for our right to vote also fought for our right to abstain from voting. So remember that. And then you've got people saying shit like this always happens and comparing the reaction to this election to other elections, saying like everybody got all butt hurt when so-and-so was elected and everything turned out fine, so stop whining. But there's a difference this time. This time it's Donald Trump, who spent his entire campaign saying terrible, racist, misogynistic shit, claiming he was going to do all kinds of dumb shit, and even claiming he wants to go after the families of Al-Qaeda and ISIS. You don't do that shit. That's a war crime, and it's wrong, and we're fucking America. We're not terrorists. Just because they are doesn't mean we should be. Two wrongs don't make a right, and you guys know that shit. And then we've got people on social media saying shit like someone should kill him, and someone should get a rifle and take him out. Seriously, are you fucking insane? Stop that shit. That isn't going to help anybody. And at the very least, it's going to get you in a lot of trouble because the Secret Service doesn't fuck around with that kind of shit, so be smart. So look, here's the deal. Trump won fair and square, assumingly. I saw some articles claiming voting was rigged and shit, but you know, you see that in every election, so who knows. But the point is, Donald Trump will be our next president, so for the next 4 years or less, because remember, we haven't impeached anybody in a while, so if he fucks up as bad as people think he will, there's always that. We're going to need to be strong. We're going to need to work together, and as cheesy and cliche as that sounds, it's true. It's scary. And if Trump does all the things he said he wanted to do, it could go very bad for us. But the president isn't unaccountable, and it's up to the American people to hold him accountable. And that means we still have a chance to make sure he doesn't fuck things up. That's the cool thing about our government and the Constitution, is we have the power to change things. So let's keep that orange motherfucker in check. Look, I've always liked Obama. I think he's genuinely a decent guy, and maybe he didn't do everything right, but he did say something that changed the way this video was going to go. He said, "The sun will come up tomorrow." So those of you that are scared, frustrated, hurt, and you and your families are terrified of what's going to happen, just be strong because you aren't alone. And guys, remember, I'm a tiny YouTuber, so this might not be seen by a lot of people, but if you need to talk, my channel's inbox is always open, and you know I read everything, and you know I try and respond to everything. So if you've got some problems and you want to talk, just let me know. Anyway, I'm going to fly into the star now, so you guys all stay safe.